We are in our chat room and we do have the cast and crew of Flower Girl. Join us as we welcome Dami. She's popularly known as Dami. So she'll do the intro, the proper intro. And this is Michelle.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Welcome to Saturday Night.
Thank you.
So now, for the records, a lot of people know you as Dami. I know you as Dami as well. I also know your other names. But do us the honor of introducing yourself on set.
Okay, well, my name's Damilola Adegbite. I'm an actress, and thanks for having me.
And you?
My name is Michelle Dede, and I co-produced Flower Girl.
Wow, co-producer.
Yes.
That's a very heavy one on you. Do you feel the weight on you?
No, not really. No.
Really?
No, not now. Maybe because filming is over.
Yeah.
The filming is over, but before now you had all the weight on you. Like we got to get it right. We have to get it right and all. And you, do you feel the weight of that? You know, because there's so much buzz about Flower Girl. We've heard so much about it. And when you go on the streets, how does it make you feel?
Well, I'm waiting for it to come out. I'm very anxious. I hope everyone will enjoy it. I gave it my best. Well,
she gave 120%, not even 100%. Dami gave 100. In fact, 200%.
I tried. So I just hope that everyone would, see my efforts through that and just have a blast watching it.
Rest assured, if the co-producer is saying you gave 120,
in fact, 120
I'll give you 100.
She gave it 200.
Come on.
My hands are stretched out.
Honestly,
I'll give you 100 because the 20% is just exclusively marked for the producer and the co-producer, and they've given that to you. So we'd want to believe that you have done incredibly well. Yes. So Flower Girl, can you tell us the concept? What's your own understanding of Flower Girl? You interpreted the roles, the script that was given to you.
Yeah. Well, it's basically about love. Well, the story is centered around a florist, which was played by me, who is desperate to get married. Now, she's in a relationship. She's been in a relationship with a long-term partner, and he just hasn't popped the question yet, and she's getting very
Anxious?
Yeah, and very impatient, and she's been working towards it. And when she finally does think that it's coming to pass, it results in a heartbreak.
Are you getting emotional? You sit there on set.
I haven't detached from the character yet completely, so it takes some time to do that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it takes some time to do that.
All
but
right.
it's an incredible story. It's about love. It's about finding love, finding the right kind of love, true love, and understanding, what a proper relationship or a healthy relationship should entail. And it's basically, I think that a lot of young women especially will be able to connect with the character that I played.
Okay, we'll pause here. So recover yourself and gain yourself
Get myself back.
So for you, Michelle, in your opinion, the technicalities involved in producing the movie, would you say it was a challenging experience for you as a person?
For me, as an individual, it was, because it was the very first time I had co-produced a film. I had never done so before. It was a wonderful opportunity for me because I learnt so much from the director and producer, Michelle Bello. And challenges are always faced, I think, in making movies. And one thing that I realized this time around, and I'm sure I'll probably experience again, that everything that goes into movie making is a wonderful thing, but it's not so easy to create. I think the viewers always assume, you just sort of put things in place and it happens. But everybody gives 120% to make magic happen on screen. So yes, it's technical, it's not a walk in the park, but the viewer gets to see all the magic that happens, and hopefully they will see that when they watch Flower Girl. We all put our everything into the film. And I really, really hope that the viewers will enjoy watching it.
What makes it different from the other movies we see?
Well, what makes it distinct is it's a romantic comedy, which is not a genre that is, common in Nigerian filmmaking. And you're going to see Nigerians and Lagos specifically depicted in a way that's not been done before. At least that's my opinion from watching. I'm an avid movie goer, so people will see Lagos in a different light. They will see Nigerians from different parts of the street, so to speak, and they will also see for the first time a love story told in a way that's not been done before in this country.
And you decided to go into love. Love is a very complex phenomenon in Nigeria in particular. So why did you decide to go in there, dig in there? What were you looking for? What are you really looking for?
Well, Michelle Bello, the director and producer, she and her brother, Jiggy Bello, who wrote the script, wanted to tell a story about love. She's not here, unfortunately, today, but, she believes in romance, and she wanted to show not only Nigerians, but, people in the diaspora, foreigners abroad, that we Nigerians also fall in love, and this is the way we fall in love, and we believe in love. So that was why the script was written in the way that it was, and when everybody gets to see the film, that will unfold the Nigerian love story told in a different way.
Would you say every of the cast interpreted their roles real good?
Oh, yes.
Tell us about it.
When we were casting, obviously Michelle, because she's the director, she was looking for specific people who she felt would be able to interpret the role in a particular way, and also who would bring their own interpretation of the characters, each of the characters. So we cast, several people for different roles, but of course when certain people came and auditioned, for example, Dami, when she was reading and everything, we could tell, obviously, as we were doing the auditions, this is the person for this role. Or in the case of Chuks, who plays the lead, Tunde Kulani, he was perfect. When he came in, maybe he was a little bit reserved, but as soon as he stood up there and was, reciting his lines, it was like, oh my God, this is Tunde. This is our Tunde. We found our Tunde. So I think everybody was cast for the right part. In fact, I'm 110% sure that when everybody watches the film, that they will forget that it's Dami that they're watching, and they'll think, oh, Kemi. And they're going to be looking at Chuks, and they're going to think, oh, Tunde Kulani, the movie star, and oh, he's hot and he's sexy. Well, I hope that's what they think, because that's what we want people to think. So we cast the right people. We definitely cast the right people.
And Flower Girl, the name, the title itself, it's quite catchy.
Yeah.
Did you ask the scriptwriter why they decided to give it Flower Girl?
Well, we actually didn't discuss that. It's a good point. Maybe I should have, but we didn't discuss that. I think because the story centers around Dami's character, Kemi, who's a florist. She had always wanted to get married. She does floral arrangements for weddings and those sort of events. It only made sense that it would be something in relation to that, and I think it was a right choice. It was the perfect choice of a name.
Okay. So let's pause on Flower Girl a bit, and let's focus on Michelle.
Okay.
Yes, Michelle, this is your first. You said this is your first
film. Yes, it's the first feature film I worked on.
Yeah. So why did you? You're a presenter.
Yes. Yeah.
And you decided to go into Production. What informed that big step?
I had always been interested in what happened behind the camera, as opposed to what happens in front of the camera, because as you know, when you're sitting on this side, you sometimes don't get to experience what happens behind. And I always wanted to learn about production. And about 2 years ago, I started thinking, okay, I need to do a course in production, go back to London, do a course in production, and then come back so I can work on a TV show. And I was speaking to a director, Mildred Oko, who was working on a film at that point, and I had said, I would love to work with you. Unfortunately, when they started shooting the film, I was abroad, so I didn't get a chance to do that. So Michelle Bello and I started talking. I told her what I wanted to do, and she asked me to jump on board. I thought she was going to offer me a job as an assistant, which is what I wanted. And she said, no, I want you to co-produce. And I thought, oh my God, how am I going to do this? I've never done this before. I don't know what I'm doing. You're going to throw me into the deep end. But thankfully, Michelle believed I had the ability to do it, and she said, I will teach you as we go along. Just ask me questions if you need to ask questions. So I got my first experience on the job in production, and it was good. With
this experience, are you thinking of going into it full time? Do you want to abandon your position or your first love as a presenter?
Definitely not. I love presenting.
So how are you going to juggle?
I'll figure it out. I don't know if I'm going to continue producing films, but I will definitely produce TV shows. It may be TV dramas, it may be soaps, it may be reality TV, but I want it to be for TV. Am I going to quit my day job? No.
Oh.
I love presenting.
Thank God for that, because we don't want to lose one more of our presenters, if you know what I mean.
No,
So
this
we'll come right. Yeah. So any plans to go into acting in the future?
Everybody always asks that. Dami and I actually, the first time we met was in 2007.
Yes, on
2007.
On Vagina Monologues, a stage play. We were in it together.
We both did that.
She's tested that. Yes.
So yes, I tasted a little bit of acting, as she said. And strangely enough, that was more frightening for me than co-producing. I don't know, half of the time I don't know how they do it, which is why I'm always in awe of actors, because they can take on a personality. To pretend to be somebody else for an extended period of time is not easy, and to do it well. And it's not because I'm sitting here with her. She does it very well. I don't know if that's something that I want to do for a living. I tried it. I enjoyed it. People thought I was good. So, I mean, who knows? If somebody maybe asked me to be a superhero in a film, I might think about it. Or I wouldn't mind doing a comedy, but like really quirky comedy, or even play an assassin, maybe.
Okay. We'll wait for that day to come.
Maybe.
So now we'll move on to Dami. Have you recovered now?
Yeah. Well, yes.
You have recovered.
I wouldn't really until my next production.
Until
until I have to embody another
movie. Was it that moving?
Well, that's how I work.
Was it that encompassing?
That's how I work.
That's how you work. You get yourself into.
We're talking about the movie now,
yes.
So I'm back into character.
You're back into character. So give us a bit of that character.
No.
Oh.
You can catch that from the 14th of February.
All right. Okay, so we'll pause here because I'm sure the viewers are itching to see Dami do her thing. We'll pause here to give you feelers from Flower Girl. Enjoy it.
African flowers.
Real job to real money. Then we can.
And then we can.
And then we can get married.
What are you doing?
I think I'm falling for you.
Tunde Kulani.
Make him jealous. Give him a challenge or something. Make him fight for you.
You can help me.
Look at your man.
When the morning sun sweeps across my room as I waken from another dream of you, you'll be staring at me, giving me a kiss, say honey, play me a song, sip a melody, give me something to say all the baby. Wait till you nyam ya chale. You came along when I was nobody. Then show me how to be somebody. Hey, you better hold back, she fell. Oh, I go die with you. Get both bad boy. Please don't lie. She said, whoa, my love. You bring out the best in me. You bring out the best in me. You bring out the best in me. Oh, the best in me. Touch of your hand. You bring out the best in me. Gotta let me know you're my man. Oh, you're my man. The best in me. You bring out the best in me. You bring out the best in me. You bring out the best in me. Oh, just a touch of your hand, boy. You bring out the best in me.
All right, welcome back. Those were feelers from the Flower Girl. Yes, Flower Girl. So that experience in itself, what has it taught you as a person?
The experience as a
Yes,
character.
yes.
Well, for one thing, I learned how to identify flowers. I worked with I was spending a lot of time at a flower shop, so I learned quite a lot about flowers. So I'm educated a little on that level. But playing the character, it's like I said, it's a character that maybe many young women will be able to relate with. Maybe not, in the exact same context, but it's like I said, it's about finding love, or maybe thinking that you found love, and then realizing that what you felt was love all the time, all the while, isn't really what you want, if you really think about it. So it's basically it's really just learning to allow yourself go through. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to.
I understand.
It's really
we understand. Do we get you handkerchief? Do we get you maybe something
it's
to
fine.
grab your eyes?
I'll be out of it. I'll be out of it in a few weeks. Don't worry about it.
All right.
It's really just every woman being honest with herself, and not compromising what you expect from a relationship because you're in such a hurry to settle down, or because of what the society expects or your family expects or whatever. I mean, she had constantly been helping beautify people's lives and their weddings. She had worked with flowers for so long. She had for a long time been surrounded by love. She was desperate to find it, and she would have compromised if she wasn't giving a reality check. So it's sort of, it could be a sad beginning but a happy ending.
Happy ending.
Yes.
Happy ending. For some reason, I don't know, I feel the flower girl to some extent opens some doors personally in your life.
Well,
you can relate with that movie.
With the movie, yeah.
Yes,
Well,
personally.
I'm a woman,
Yeah.
and I'm sure that
Have you had your heart broken before?
No, not like that. No,
Not
it's not that serious. No, it's not that serious. No.
Okay.
But I'm sure that every woman out there wants to find true love.
Have you found true love?
Yes, I have found true.
You
love.
have found true
Yes.
love.
Yes,
Seriously?
I have. Yes.
So
Yes.
you should be playing it for flower.
And I don't compromise. Trust me.
You don't?
No.
So these guys who are just eyeing her now, sorry, she's taking.
Wow.
She's taking.
Yeah.
I'm
You can
sure.
still try, but you have a lot of work
please.
to do.
Are you still leaving that door slightly opened?
Let them just try. It makes me feel good.
About yourself.
Let them just
Interesting.
I always say till the ring is on the finger.
try. You know.
Can you bid that?
Till the ring is on the finger.
Really?
then,
You can't vouch.
You can still try it. There's no ring on the finger. They can still
They can
try
still
it.
try. You never know.
All right. She's opening that door slightly.
Small.
You can walk in. If you're lucky, like she said here, if you're lucky, you might just get. So for Michelle, how about you?
I'm here to talk about the film.
Because some people, the truth is that I get a lot of feelers from fans, from people who
Okay.
watch,
Okay.
and they ask these questions. I want to be able to answer these
Personal
questions
questions.
when they
I'm
ask.
feeling that the band's coming on. The band's. Are you in love?
Oh,
No,
Are
I'm
you?
not in love. No, I have
not?
been in love.
You
Yes,
have?
I have. Yes.
And you fell out of it?
No, I didn't fall out of it. I had my heart broken terribly. This was a few years ago, unfortunately.
And so you have it all closed up now.
No, not at all. That was a long time ago. So
It's healed
So
now.
are you finding love now?
I'm hoping to find it. Every woman that's single wants to find
every
it. So
woman
I hope
wants
to
it. Every
find
what
woman
it.
is-
should find
You know
love.
what this medium provides?
It's now a dating show.
I feel like
It's become a dating show.
she's going to bring somebody.
Calling her brother.
Contestant
Where you,
number one.
Miss
Contestant number one. Michelle, ask your first question. Dami, ask your second question.
We're talking about love. So now for you, Dami.
Yes.
What makes Flower Girl different from all the other movies you have featured in?
Well, I haven't been in that many movies. I was on Tinsel majorly for about 4 years. And then I went on to... I did a movie while I was still on Tinsel, which was 6 Hours to Christmas, but it was majorly a Ghanaian production. So I haven't experienced that much of film, but I do know what it's like to work with to connect with, you know, your co-actors. And on the set of Flower Girl, the connection was perfect. So it was nice working, you know, however long, at whatever time, because we were friends. It was a beautiful atmosphere. We were all warm and nice to each other. Michelle gave us all an experience that we will forever be thankful for, because besides the fact that it was such a nice environment to work under, she also gave, you know, majority of us in the movie aren't, you know, the faces that you would normally see in film. We're all kind of, maybe you could say, I don't know, maybe freshers, not really freshers, but, you know, we're not the regular faces that you would see, you know, the regular actors and actresses. She took a chance, and it was probably a risk, you know, from the production side, but she gave us an avenue to showcase what we had. I
want to believe that you were part of the decision making, right? Yeah. You decided to use young faces, new faces, and that was a risk you took.
They may not be as well known as some of the other actors in Nollywood, but they're very good, and wanting to give people that opportunity, because a lot of viewers want to see different people. Okay, so on a final note, Flower Girl, yes, you have you're done with the movie. Yes. You're done with the movie. Yes, it premieres on the 13th, nationwide, and cinemas on the 14th. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what should they be looking forward to? Do you want me to answer that? They should be looking for romance. They should be looking forward to romance.
They'll be having a nice laugh as well.
They will laugh, and they will be entertained.
All right. So thank you so much for coming on Saturday night.
Thank you.
14th, you said?
Yes.
It's a Dede.
Yes, it's the day. Yes.
The Dede.
Yes.
So what are the venues? Where are the venues?
All the cinemas across Lagos and the rest of the country. All right. Silverbird Cinemas, Genesis, Film House, and Ozone Theatre in Ikeja, that's in Lagos, and then cinemas in Abuja. There will be a premiere in Ghana at some point soon. We'll also be premiering the film in the UK and in the US as well. Okay, you know, you just mentioned some names here. Some very commercial names. Yes. I did that on purpose because the marketers are waiting. So that we can collect our own airtime from Flower Girl now. All right, thank you so much for coming on Saturday night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So viewers, on that note, we say thank you so much for staying tuned to Saturday night. Until next week, have a pleasant night.